Welcome to the Emerald Athlete Podcast. I'm your host, Chrissy Doyle, and on this podcast I speak to different Irish athletes about their highs, their lows, biggest battles, biggest successes, and why they fell in love with their sport. In this episode I chat to the inspirational Brenda O'Keeffe, who is aiming for her 600 marathon this year. Brenda chats about her love for running, her mental strength, and some of her favourite marathons, and so much more. Without further ado, the inspirational Brenda O'Keeffe. Brenda, how are you? Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's great to have you on. I know we'll get into it now and you'll be able to talk and see how you're such an inspiration, but to even start off, how did you get into running? Because I hear you were quite late starting to going.
I'd say I was in my 30s, about 35, the Floor Mini Marathon. So I was up in Dublin and I was out in Finglas, and we were sitting in a pub. So all these women start coming in and they all had their medals on, you know, from the mini marathon, and they're all in the bar and they're all having like just such a big hoolie from doing the 10k. And I said, Jesus, like I wanted to go and join them and be there with them. So then myself and my sister signed up for the next year and we did it. And I just loved it. And I just thought when it was over so quick. I just wanted more of it. So that was, I think the Floor Mini Marathon's in June. So then in that October I signed up for the Dublin Marathon. And then like 4 days later after Dublin, I went over and did the Frankfurt Marathon. I just loved it. Absolutely. Like the whole, like not even the time. I think my times then were like 5 hours, but I just loved it. I just loved being out on the road. I loved starting. I hated finishing because I wanted more. I hated it was over. I wanted to keep going. Yeah. But it was late. I was 35. 35. And then I just started doing all the marathons and then travelling abroad because there wasn't too many marathons in Ireland then. Like there probably is now more. But I travelled a lot to do more, and then just started. Then I wanted to do 100 milers because the marathon distance then wasn't long enough, and then doing 24 hours. Loved it. Just don't know. There's something about like 100 milers are so hard, but like mental, like it's helped me in my journey now. The mental strength I think that I have now from doing them. I think definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and was it like at the start, Brenda, was it a shock to the system? Because I know, like you said, you just started and then it was marathons. Did you do much preparation or did you just get stuck into it? I just got stuck into it. I wasn't in a running group or anything. So like I did Dublin and I just used to go out and do like 10Ks and 15Ks. I didn't do any half marathons prep up to it. I think I've only ran about 4 or 5 half marathons in my life. So I did Dublin. And obviously the next day I was sore, but I didn't care. So I think Dublin was on the bank holiday Monday then. And then I flew out to Frankfurt on the Friday or Saturday and did the Frankfurt Marathon. And I did Frankfurt actually faster than Dublin. And I just like loved it. And there was no like sort of recovery. It was just like straight into the next one, you know? Yeah, so... No recovery. My legs were actually fine. They must have been. They had to be. Still lived the whole thing. Oh, I just think, just the way you say it like that, Brenda, just seems absolutely crazy. Like that, just it's almost like I love doing this. I'm going to start this marathon and just go for it.
Like it is hard, Jesus. Like don't get me wrong. It isn't easy. It's not easy at all. Like at halfway, like when just said Dublin, there's the big gantry there, and you're halfway, and then you think, Jesus, I have to actually do this again. If doing another 13 miles, and it is hard when your feet are sore, your back is sore, and you can see everybody around you starting to struggle, but you just have to keep. Like it's supposed to say, hit the wall. You just have to get over the wall. You know, just don't go near the wall. Just fight through. Think of something nice. I don't know, and get to the end, and then go look for another marathon to keep you going.
Have you travelled many, Brenda? Have you went across? Have you stuck in
Yeah,
Ireland or Frankfurt?
yeah.
Is there more?
I've been. I did New York and Chicago, and I did one outside Chicago the day before Chicago Marathon. So I flew over and went outside to a little village called Libertyville. I found the marathon there, so I did that the day before Chicago, and then did the two of them, and I did a good few in Spain, Germany, France, Paris, Rome, Berlin, all them. Did the Comrades, Lanzarote. Yeah, I've done quite a few abroad.
And would you make a holiday of it, or would you just literally fly in?
No. I'd just go for the weekend, because then probably the following weekend I'd be doing another marathon. So every weekend, before I got sick, every weekend I was running a marathon, or running 2 marathons, or doing 100 Ks or 100 milers. Yeah. There was one summer I did 400 milers, one weekend after another. So I did like 4 in a month. Yeah, and just, there was no recovery, absolutely none. Like I finished on Sunday at 12 o'clock. So we started at 12 Saturday morning and finished at 12 on Sunday in the 24-hour, and then go straight into work on the Monday. And then at the weekend, head back off and do another one. Yeah, so that's what I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what sometimes I love watching sport, but you forget you're not a professional athlete either. You have to turn around after doing something like that and go to work again, Yeah,
you have to go into work like on Monday morning. And I used to take holidays, and then I was wasting holidays doing that. But you're actually better getting up and going into work and moving about. Because I'm a chef, so I'd be on my feet anyway. So, and it was actually better for me to do that than just to sit at home and waste my day off.
Yeah.
Do you know?
You get into you stay on the couch. I know the feeling.
Oh Jesus, yes, your legs do seize up. 100% to do seize up. But like, funny enough, like I'm on my feet like 8 hours today, and my back or my legs are fine. It's my back. I have 2 fractures in my back, and my L1 and my T8 is fractured since October, and they just won't heal because of the cancer. So I'm on medication for that. But nearly the best thing for that is walking, because sitting down, standing, or lying down actually hurts it more. So I find the walking like really helpful. But I'd say my consultants don't think like they tell me to go for a walk, but not for 8 hours. They said to me, "What did they said? Did you forget to go home?" Because they said, "Brenda, you doing exercise?" I say, "Yeah, I go out for walks." I don't tell them. I can't tell them. They think I'm mad. But.
And some people be told something for some reason to be told, take it easy now, sit down and don't do much, go for a little walk. And you're delighted to get told, go for a walk.
I tell you, I was so sick last weekend, and I was lying in bed, and my partner, Sean, bless him, he had to call the ambulance because I just got so bad. And I was thinking, like, all I want to do is be out, because everybody else was out running, because it was the bank holiday weekend and there was loads of marathons on, there was loads of runs on. I said, I just want to be fit to go and to do what I love. And like last week took an awful lot out of me, that it actually took away that I couldn't do the marathons. And the weather was beautiful last weekend. And so Sean had to call an ambulance, and then I was carted off, and I had a bad infection, and just my whole body wasn't well. And then I couldn't do my marathon, and then that killed me. That like took away something that I really love. And then like I know like people say, well, you should be taking it easy and that, but I can't take it easy. I can't sit in the house. Like obviously I like to relax. I'll relax now because I'm after doing the marathon. But if Sean said to me, now Brenda, we'll go for a walk, I'd say, yeah, we'll go for a walk. Yeah, we'll go for another walk. But I just, for my mental health, I need to do them, because I think getting the cancer has taken so much away from me that I wanted to take. I can't run anymore. I don't want it to take. And because I'm able to walk, I need to walk when I can, because one day I probably won't be able to do it. God knows when. I don't know. But just keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, and when you're saying I know with your challenges there and everything, Brenda, like walking obviously means a lot to you. Is it like the headspace? You're in a different headspace when you're doing the marathons, and you're out in the
Totally. Oh Jesus! Like you forget about everything, and obviously you're sore, but just the mental strength of doing, like the 100 milers at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're just wrecked and you want to go to sleep and your feet are just burning, they're so sore, and you're hallucinating and you're sick and you're nearly crying, and a sad song comes on your headphone and you're crying and all this mad stuff, and that has helped me so much when I'm on the path today, and I think like all the sad things, all the happy things, and then you're talking to your friends and you forget about everything that's happening in your life and you're enjoying it, the fresh air, the scenery. And then when I finish and get into the car, I feel like, Jesus Christ, I just absolutely love today and I don't want it to be over. It's like a child taking a child out of a birthday party. I don't want to leave. I just want to keep going, and I feel so proud. And like, I know my family, they text me, they go, "Oh, B, did you go for a walk today?" So they don't say a marathon, they just call it a walk. And I say, "Yeah, I went for a wee walk." But I have to, for my mental health, I have to. Or I don't know. I don't know actually what I do if I couldn't do it. I need, and the support I get is unreal. Like from all the race directors, like they're so good. Like they let me help them set up the course, so I'm able to start early, to get that extra time. That I'm not holding them back. Like I'll be finished just at 1:30 instead of like 6 o'clock in the evening. Like they let me start early. So like my goal now is to get to my 600 marathon, and I have I think 13 more to do. I thought I'd have it done long ago, but life just got in the way, but I'll get there. I'll get them done this year.
Yeah, 100%.
I'll get it done this year.
I don't know whether for you it probably doesn't, but you'll have to pinch yourself at some stage and say, "I'm nearly on 600 marathons." Like
I can't believe
incredible.
It. Honestly, and because I've been so sick, the journey from 500 to even 600 has been like, I've been like I nearly died. It was in intensive care, and it was told that, Jesus, Brenda, she's on her way out. Like they thought I had a tumour, and then I was told I had cancer, and just like my bones breaking in my back, and just struggling, and then working. And I love working. I love going to work, and even I've started my whole life is just turned upside down, totally turned upside down. But so I need to keep it on the straight and narrow, and keep doing my walk and keep doing my marathons, and just keep focused. And just keep thriving on. Yeah, it was like any sport. Like I did gymnastics when I was young. I did camogie, did football, and a bit of rugby. And I just love sport, and I love team sport, and I love when you get your club tracksuit and how proud you feel when you get the new, you get your new shoes and you get your tracksuit and your new jumper or hoodie. So it's a proud feeling to have and to be in a club. So that's the way I see.
Great for you, Brenda, though, that as well, that I know the challenge there, but you actually have an out that you're passionate about and you love, and because sometimes I'd say people, what am I going to do now, and they probably don't realise what they have, but the fact you have your marathons and your is fantastic,
Oh Jesus, yeah. I'd be lost. There's marathons on here every weekend, but I think the same in Ireland. Ireland's not far. I think there's 2 every month, which is great too. But to have an outlet, and the friendship through marathons is brilliant. I've met people years ago, and we're all still friends. Still in Ireland, I've such good friends still there. And a friend of mine's coming over next weekend. We're doing a trail marathon, so that'll probably take about 9 hours because it's going to be cross country. So I'm just praying. Please just let me be well, because I'll be so upset if I can't do it. But I'm doing it. Yeah.
And I'd say the trail is really nice too, because there's a bit of scenery and nature stunning with it,
Oh my God. And just the scenery, the houses, the farms, just the English countryside, but the same as the Irish countryside. Absolutely stunning. And a beautiful day, and the fresh air, and it's just I just love it. I'll have my bag on. I'll have all my medication in my bag, and off I go. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'll just be the happiest person in the world, honestly. And like, and people just like my family think I'm mad, and I'm there. Like, but I'm so happy today. Like tomorrow could be a sad day for me because I don't know what way I'm going to wake up or what happens during the night. It's just everything changes so quick. But yeah.
And do you know what I laugh at that, Brenda, as well? It's like in you saying you're going for a walk, your family know what kind of walk that's going to be. If you ever say to them, I'm going for a long walk, they'll definitely start to panic and think, what's going on here? How long is this going to be?
Well, I think the longest I've done last year before I started chemo, I did a 24-hour race and I did 80 miles. But I never stopped for the whole 24 hours. Now, 80 miles, before I got sick, I would have done 100 miles. Because I couldn't run, but I thought 80 miles was a decent time. But it felt like, obviously, I was tired after, but I felt, Jesus Christ, I went into chemo feeling strong, thinking, like, this thing's not going to take me down. Like, I'm after walking 80 miles. Do you know, and I'm going to do it again. Maybe this year I might go back and do a few more miles than 80, but, like, chemo's not going to stop me. Well, it has sometimes, but I don't want it to, completely stop me. You know what I mean? Like, it does get in the way, because I do be so sick after, but, today I was a bit shady in the morning, but I came good. Came good after a couple of hours.
If you're doing 80 miles, that's a good way of beating it back anyway, Brenda. That's telling you can get through anything,
But, like, it keeps my heart strong, because the cancer I have has laid, like, a protein on my heart, and it keeps it strong. I need to keep my body strong. You need to keep your head strong. It's so important, no matter in any sport, or if you play the piano, if you sing, anything, if you go out and pick flowers, if it makes you happy and makes your soul smile, go and do it. Go and do it. Bring a friend out with you. Even for 2 minutes, stand outside and listen to the birds. It's just...
Makes them...
So especially now in this weather, like the weather in Ireland's nice now, isn't it?
Lovely, yeah, it's very...
Yeah. Go out and enjoy it. Go out and enjoy life. 100%. Yeah.
And Brenda, tell me, I'm very interested to know, did you have anywhere in mind with 600 coming up? Have you thought about it? Is there any particular marathon trail or place that you'd like to do, or have you thought about that at all?
Yeah, like I'd really love to have it in Ireland. Like that's a really that's sort of my plan. So it was supposed to be in June, but no, there's no way I'd get it in June. But I'm hoping in August and maybe in Longford. But I'm not committing to it because something will probably happen. But Longford's on the end of August. So please God, it might be that. Because I've done that a good few times, and that's a great marathon. It's a great marathon, great ultra marathon. Yeah, so I'd love to go back there. Yeah, and that's where it all started for me, like years ago. So like that'd be pretty cool now to go back there. And it's not far from Cavan, and then my family can come and make a day out of it, and it'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be very special. Yeah.
Oh, it'd be unbelievable. And look, anyway, no matter what happens, you're getting it anyway. You're not going to let nothing stop you.
Yeah, no, Jesus, no. Oh no, like I just hope I get a break and just that I'm able to, complete it. And my dream was to have 1,000 marathons done by the time I'm 50. I'm 46 now. I don't think that's going to happen. Unless I go...
You're making me tired.
Well, unless I go for a walk and I don't come back for a couple of years. Yeah. There's an Australian film. I can't remember the name of it. This girl walks across Australia. It takes her months. So me and my mum were watching it, and I was fascinated with this. And I said, Jesus Christ, well, that's film brilliant. And my mum says, Brenda, please don't walk across Australia. I said, no, you're not going to. Yeah.
They're definitely thinking, don't let Brenda watch any movies like that.
No, don't walk across Australia.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Brenda, tell me, because I'm obviously delighted to be able to share your story here with you.
Thank you.
And it's great for what you've done. But the Outsider Awards, I heard you attended as well. What was that like to go to it and experience, to be recognised as well as lovely?
Well, you know, the funny thing there was I received an award there 10 years ago for Best Newcomer because I ran 107 marathons in a year. And then 10 years later, I was standing back on that stage. And it was like...
Unbelievable.
It's the most, like... It was so emotional. It was a very emotional thing. Like, I couldn't believe, like, after 10 years, here I am standing here again, getting another award. You know, and to get the People's Choice Award, like, I still can't believe it. Like, and the amount of support I got was just unreal. You know, and people coming up to me saying that I inspired them, like serious girls on the Thames Path are doing these mad, massive mile races and telling me that I inspired them. But like the Outsider, loads of people inspired me. You know, and it was such a great night, and to be back there 10 years later on the stage again was just like, I don't know, I still can't believe it. It was such a fantastic night and amazing people there.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'd say it has to be special, Brent. I'd love
it
to
is.
God twice. You know, that's an amazing achievement in itself.
Yeah, no, I know after like 10 years to be back in the stage again. It's just unreal. And I've been I'm up for another award in 2 weeks in Cavan, the Community and Sports Award. So they rang me during the week. So so that's a big honour. For that, but like the Outsider was just like, I'm even looking now at the trophies and the medals, and I printed loads of pictures, and it was such an important night, and for my family as well, and for them to come and see, you know, and it's just so sorry my poor father's passed away, but he just would have been so proud to see me standing on the stage again. Like it's just, yeah, it was a brilliant night, fantastic night. And to win, like to be up for 2 categories was just like, yeah, it was emotional. It was an emotional night. It still is emotional when I think about it. You know, and like all the doctors and consultants in Macmillan, in the cancer unit, like all of them are right behind me, all supporting me, voting, you know, and they're all backing me. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then to bring the trophy in and show them in the centre, like they were just like, they couldn't believe it, like just amazed. Yeah,
and like
the support was brilliant.
Is obviously unbelievable, out of this world, but to have that support around you definitely helps you. It sounds like you've so much good support, Brenda.
Yeah, and like you need support too. You do, like 100%. I think everybody needs a shoulder or a hand, you know, something to lean on and somebody to talk to. But yeah, the running community, the sport, the support is like unreal, really is. The girls I walk with, like they could be running. They don't have to walk. Like they're well able to run, but they choose to stay with me and walk, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
you know.
No, it's great that people with you doing it.
Oh my God, my partner Sean, like he was at 5 o'clock this morning. He was on the Thames Path with me, like walking. You know, getting them out of bed at 3:30 to go for a walk, like, you know, and it's just like, and like I appreciate it so much, and it's hard to explain, and you just want to give back, and you just want to thank people, you know, and just let them know that the support is just, yeah, it helps me a lot, seriously a lot. Yeah,
and Brenda,
100%.
Tell me about because you mentioned it there, 107 in 1 year. Were you crazy, or what was going on, or how did you get through it?
I don't know, every weekend. And the funny thing is, in Ireland, there wasn't many marathons then. So every weekend I was in the UK, every weekend. So I was working in Falls, Ireland at the time. I was head chef there. I'd work all week and fly to the UK and do 1 or 2 marathons and then fly back Sunday night, or get the ferry and arrive in at 6:30 in the morning, the ferry in Dublin, and go straight into work. So this went on for the whole year. And then I did 10 marathons in 5 days. So basically we did one in the morning and one in the evening. So that was in Hout. And then I did 10 marathons in 10 days. So that sort of built it up. But that year, I just loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then when it was finished, the low after was terrible. Like, because I was so concentrating the whole year. I was so strict in what I did. And I funded the whole thing myself. There was no sponsorship. There was nothing. And the work was very good. They used to let me leave early on a Friday. But, oh Jesus, I loved it. Absolutely loved it the whole year. And then to finish it up, I did a run home for Christmas for cystic fibrosis. So myself and Sean ran from Crow Park to Cavan Town. So we ran overnight. Amazing. So we arrived in Cavan Town on Christmas Eve. I think it was 120 kilometres. But it was odd. It was fantastic. We had a great time. The support from Crow Park was brilliant. And then we ran along, and then the support on the road. And then we arrived in Cavan that morning. The support was like unreal. So that sort of, well, actually, that Christmas Eve then, I still had 5 more marathons to do to finish off the year. And then that was it. But the low nearly killed me after it.
Oh,
I was there like...
It must have been a constant adrenaline rush because you were just marathon after marathon, you know.
But even getting to the airport, getting on the plane, getting to your destinations, half the time I hadn't a clue where I was going in England. I'd be an arsehole of nowhere. I didn't know where I was, like doing trail runs. So my family would be ringing me, go, where are you? So they don't actually know where I am. So I could be up in Birmingham on the canal, and then the next day I'd be down in London somewhere. So I hadn't a clue half the time where I was going. But and postcodes, like, you know the way, like in Ireland then there was no air codes or postcodes. Yeah. But in England, everything is a postcode. You need a postcode. So I hadn't a clue. I wouldn't have a postcode. And I'd be there, no, there's a marathon on, definitely. If you see a load of runners, just leave me off there.
Yeah, as long as you see a line with runners, you're fine.
Yeah. So that was 2015. So then, like, when that all finished, I just had to get back on the horse and book more races, just keep going. Because, you know, like, I suppose it's like any sporting event, you know, getting ready for it. And then the low after it is just shocking. Yeah. But that was a brilliant year, 107. So that's why I won the Outside Award for Best Newcomer. So that was amazing, you know, to win that. But then to be back on the stage 10 years later, like, with my family there.
It's
pretty amazing.
Great feeling. So special.
It was absolutely, like, it was a brilliant night. Absolutely brilliant. And even the next day, even when that was all over, that was very emotional. And that took a lot out of me the next day. Like, I was very upset. Like, not upset. I don't know what you call it. I was very emotional. And, like, I must have cried all day. So I did. And they're there, Brenda, you're not happy? I said, no, but I am happy. But I'm just so emotional.
Yeah.
I'm just so emotional. And then with all my family there, and then I went back to the UK. And then I suppose being sick and how my life has changed in 10 years, like, and yeah.
There's happy tears too, you know.
Oh, happy tears. Oh, Jesus, yeah. You know? Yeah. It was happy tears. Definitely happy tears. God, yeah, but I'm so proud of those trophies and achievements, especially because all the people there was some people did the most amazing things.
Yeah, and getting to meet those people as well is great.
Oh my God,
like that.
And that guy, the board fella, I don't know his name, that records all the boards. Like, he's just like, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
And like little kids climbing up mountains, and people like sailing around Ireland, single-handed, like rowing around Ireland. But back in the 80s, my dad, he rowed the Shannon, so it took him 9 days on a rowboat, 206 miles, I think, and he was in his 40s then. And I remember as a kid, I must have been about 10 or 11, and I remember he used to have this grey tracksuit and white gloves, and he used to go up to the gym and go on the rowing machine. But it was, you know the way now in the gyms there's a rowing machines separate. Yeah. But back then the rowing machine was on this big thing that had everything on it. There was about 10 different exercises on it. Okay. And then all the rowing machine was this thing you pulled out. That's all it was. Like
Right.
there was no high tech buttons or nothing. It was just this thing you pull out. And I remember him training, and that's what he used to do. And you're practically sitting on the floor and just pulling this thing in and out, and it just swung you in. No, not like now the rowing machines. And it took him 9 days. And I thought, like, I used to think he was Rocky. Just like, but just amazing. Like, I think it was 206 or 9 miles he rode, singly handed. Do you know? And I sometimes think that's where I get that bit of madness.
I was just going to say, that's where you got it from. Definitely.
And then he rode the Shannon and rode Loch Erin. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's where I got the madness. He did that for charity, for St Vincent de Paul. Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
So rubbed off for me.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and then you did your run for cystic fibrosis as well. So
Yeah, I did that.
You know.
Yeah, and that was amazing. Like, that was really good. And starting from Crow Park was amazing. So it was really good. You know, and going into the town like on Christmas Eve at 9 o'clock in the morning, the place was packed with people.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely packed. I couldn't believe it. Like, they were all waiting for me to come in. It was like some people didn't even know me. They just came to support. Like, it was absolutely brilliant. Really, really good. You know, and then the hotel put on breakfast for everyone, and it was just like a great community
Spirit, yeah.
spirit. And then the low after that was terrible. You know, when that was, because the build up to that, you know. But anyway, I kept going anyway. So
Yeah. Well, we're lacking energy coming in, and you seen the crowd there. That would drive you on to keep going, if anything.
unreal. Oh Jesus, yeah. Like you go into a different body space. I think. You know, you're not. I don't know where the energy comes from, but you know, it comes. Yeah. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, no, that sounded like a very special race, as you said, for cystic fibrosis and just Crow Park. And it seems like you've done so many as well, Brenda, between going abroad, Ireland, the UK. But I'd say that one is probably up there for you as well.
Yeah, definitely. Run home for Christmas, 100%. And like, even the stuff now, my father was like, he was heavily involved in that, organising, tail cars, you know, to drive, because the weather was terrible that night, that Christmas Eve was so bad. So we had 2 cars, like a crew. So my father was involved in organising all the crew and all that. And like, so any of the memorabilia stuff I can't actually look at it. Because I can't. I just get so emotional over, because I'm so proud of what I've done, but it just makes me so emotional. I can't look at the stuff. Yeah. I have it hidden away.
If you had a camera on you or something from all those trips abroad and all your marathons, I'd say the collection you have, Brenda, is unbelievable.
All the medals I have, all the people I met, all the journeys, like missing buses, missing planes, like flights being delayed, sleeping on floors and train stations. If my family knew half the stuff that I did, like, they'd actually kill me.
Yeah.
Like it's, I shouldn't have really done that. Bit dangerous, but I did it. You know, it had to be done. Yeah.
What they know won't hurt. What they don't know won't hurt them.
No. I'm going for my walks. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable, because when you hear, even when you're saying 100 miles and stuff like this, because I think a marathon is crazy, but when you're saying 100 miles and even 80 miles now, it's almost like you're saying it, Brenda, like it's a walk in the park, to be honest with you. I can't Brenda it all.
I think like the mental strength of that, like in the morning when you see the sunrise come up, is the most amazing feeling. And then that you're still out in the track, or you're still out in the pass, because you can guarantee at least like 30, 40 people have pulled out. Like they're not doing it. And to get through the night is so hard, especially if you're on a track, it's sort of fine. But when you're on your own out in the countryside and you haven't a clue where you are, you're on your own, it's raining, and you have another 20 miles to do, and you're there like, I don't even know where I am. And it's hard, to get that mental strength to keep going, to pull yourself together, and just and keep going. I don't know where it comes from, but it just be hard. It just be hard and lonely and scary when you're out there on your own.
Yeah, no, I'd
100%.
imagine.
But I think like that has helped me a lot. Like now being sick, to have this, to have Jesus. Like when you go in and you're told you have cancer, it's not, it's not great. So it's not. And when you're told like it's nearly like 10 years to live, and which is worse because I'm only 46, and you think like, Jesus Christ. And I was thinking to myself, well, it could be worse. I could like lose my legs, and I'd have to do it in a wheelchair. But loads of people do marathons in wheelchairs, so I'd be fine. But this is the stuff that I'd be thinking, to get me through. Because then, it is bad. If cancer, I don't want to have it, but there's nothing I can do. I just keep going. There's other people out there worse off than me.
Yeah.
That aren't able to go out and do the walk. And please God, I'll be able to keep going for a good few years.
Yeah, well, you're showing the strength of it anyway, Brenda, with what you're doing. You're showing incredible strength. So.
Yeah, thank you. But I think you have to. It's so hard, and bless people that don't have the strength. And I just, I pray for them that they do. There's cancer patients there, and I just like, it is hard. It's hard seeing them, and maybe I'm going to end up like that one day. But I'm not finished yet. My journey. I still have, I've made 600 to do yet. I need to get that done.
In Longford or somewhere along the line.
Oh, please God. Please God. It'd be fantastic. So it would.
And tell me, Brenda, because I know we're so unfortunate and unlucky in some ways because UK or Ireland, the weather is desperate.
Yeah.
Does it bother you at all, the rain, hail, sleet, snow? Would you prefer the sun?
No.
Or does it?
No. No, it doesn't bother me at all. No. If you have a good jacket on you.
Yeah.
I think you have to invest in a good jacket. but once you've that, you're fine. Like, but no, it doesn't bother me. Like the heat, like I don't do well in the heat. I'm not great, but you just have to hydrate. But yeah, the weather doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
There's the storms there. Do you remember those storms there a couple of months ago? Jesus Christ, it was horrific on the path. Absolutely horrific. But I don't know, like, and then the girl I walked with, we didn't speak for 8 hours because she couldn't hear me because of the wind and the rain, like, and it cut your face, cut the legs of you. I had shorts on and just like cut then the hailstones was cutting the legs of me. But you just fight through it.
Yeah.
You fight through it. And I'm blessed because at one stage we had 8 miles left. That's all we'd left, 8 miles, and I was absolutely frozen. And my friend Catherine says to me, was I all right? And I said, I'm frozen. And she said, do you want to stop? And I said, I can't. It's only 8 miles left. They said, I can't. And so I got a coat with everyone, put loads of clothes on, and off we went and got finished. But that's how easily it can be taken off you. Your race can finish. It's not all like an easy ride. It can be taken away from you just like that if you get cold and you don't. You could. You're soaking wet and hypothermia, so you just have to be wise and have a good coat on you and a good hat, gloves.
Yeah. It goes when you need it anyway. God, because the face even goes red. I know that with the cutting, with the wind and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
It cut the face of you. But even now, I have to wear gloves. Like today, I think it was about 24, and I have to wear gloves because I do be cold. My hands do be cold. And I didn't take off my jacket, I'd say, until about 10 miles. And people were going round in vests, but that's it, I was just cold. It's probably just from the chemo. But I just wear the gloves. Yeah, just to keep myself warm.
But there's no point being 5 miles in and saying, oh, I'd love gloves.
No, unless you have knitting needles and you're going to start knitting them. No, most definitely not. Yeah, but that's and like everybody knows everyone on the path. Everybody supports each other. And it's but it's the same in every sport, I think, though. The support and
get behind each other,
help each other, push each other on. Keep an eye on each other. Because there's always somebody struggling, always, and just keep an eye, always check in. And I think that's what we do in the marathons, 100%. Like there's about 80 of us there today, and we all know each other.
Unbelievable.
We all speak to each other. Like some people we might know very well, but we still speak to each other and how are you and what's the crack and whatever, and have a good day and support each other. And then you might see them again somewhere else at another race, which is great. Which I enjoy that.
New people like that, Brenda, too, that might join, when they see people kind of saying hello, they then think it's a good zone to do it, like it's friendly, you know what I mean?
No, 100%. Yeah, because when we're walking, they stop us and ask us what we're doing. And there is a lot of walkers out there, but they're afraid to join because they think they have to run. But you don't have to run. Like, not everybody does a marathon runs at all.
Yeah, no.
Like, some people do. Jesus, some people do, but like majority don't. They end up walking at some stage. And at the end of the day, if 26.2 is 26.2 no matter what time you do it in. So don't worry about the walking.
Yeah, a marathon's a marathon, you know what I mean?
Oh, jeez, 100%. 100% it is.
And when you're going out, Brenda, because I know, like you said, as you said, you're going, like you're walking and out, would you bring stuff with you? Like, would you bring a bar or just a drink?
Yeah, I'd bring, just bring little, just snacky stuff, just like cheese biscuits or something like that, or a few jellies or that. But the aid stations are pretty good. There's loads of jellies and crisps and all that, or sometimes I make a sandwich, make a sandwich with me. So I'd have my sandwich. So I would, yeah. You'd often see me having a little sandwich, yeah. Because it is, you need to fuel late hours. You need to be eating something, and jellies are fine if you're only out there for about 4 hours. But like for 8 hours, you need a bit of food.
Yeah, no, you do. Sure, tea to be rattling with the sugar and stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ! And an old cup of tea, like definitely. Yeah, like I remember we were doing the 10 marathons in 5 days in House in Dublin. At the bottom of the hill, there was a shop, and we used to go in there and get sausage rolls. Like, this is the first loop of the marathon, and eat the sausage rolls going up the hill. Yeah, and then run down the hill and run around. Yeah? Yeah. Sausage rolls every morning. Yeah.
I'd say there's a lot of people who wouldn't like the hill, but if you said there's sausage rolls and you can get up the hill...
Oh, Jesus. I swear, I can still taste them. They were the best sausage rolls ever. Yeah. But tell you, that race was tough. Because I think we started at 6 in the morning, and you had to finish by 12, and then you started at 1 or 2, and you had to be finished by 6 or 7 in the evening. So that was really tough. So you're doing like 50 miles a day on Holt Hill. Yeah. It was hard. But I got it done. Done. And then like 3 days after that, I went and did 4 marathons in 4 days. And my feet, the skin of my feet were falling off. I was in bits, absolute in bits. But I loved Donegal and I loved the view, so it was fine. I got through them.
Was that all in Donegal then, yeah?
The 10 marathons in 5 days were in House. And then the quadrathon is called, it's up in Donegal. So it goes around the peninsula. So that's over 4 days. You do a marathon every day for 4 days. But it was stunning, absolutely stunning. Yeah, so I got that done. Yeah, so I've done a few mad things. And I came, another great achievement I did, I came second in the Irish Championships for 24 hours. So I ran 107 miles in 24 hours. But I could have ran more, but I was so excited that I ran 100 miles because you get your jacket, your 100-mile jacket.
Right.
And I was just so excited I got this jacket. But I'd loads of time to do more miles, but I didn't. I did an extra 7, but I could have done more. But I'm sorry that I did that. I should have done more miles, but it doesn't matter. I got my jacket. I was too excited about the jacket. This wind jacket that has 100 miles in it. And my father was there, like, Brenda, I thought you were going to come back like with a big duffel coat or something. I said, no, it's like a wind sheeter with 100 miles on it. No. You probably spit through it.
Well, I tell you what, you're allowed to be excited or happy after doing 100 miles, in fairness, Brenda. Never mind the extra 7, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. And then Portumna, I won the 100k down there, and that was just amazing. That was my first 100 kilometres, because I used to smoke like nearly 60 cigarettes a day. So I gave up smoking to train for this 100k, and I won it, and no smoking. So that was big, giving up cigarettes, because I loved smoking, loved it. Yeah,
that's an extra big challenge then as well, because running in a routine like that must be really hard.
Oh yeah, because smoking's hard now to give up. It's so hard, but I did it anyway, and won Port Tumnah. Yeah, so there was a few races I've won. But
what did you think was? I know you said Hope was really. Is there any marathon where it stands out to you that was so hard, or would Hope be the one where you're thinking that was just really difficult?
Yeah, it's like mentally that was difficult doing. Yeah, that was really, really hard. Like 10 marathons in 5 days that was tough. I was talking to myself going up the hill. That was like I was losing my marbles. But I think everybody was. I think about 20 of us did it. I was losing my marbles, and that was tough. And yeah, I did a race, a 100k race in France, and I got lost, like really, really bad. And I remember ringing Sean, and I said, I don't even. It's pitch dark, haven't a clue where I am, and I was crying, and he was trying to guide me then in, because he did the 50k, so he knew the route back in. So he's trying to guide me on the phone and in the dark, and that was hard. Yeah, and I didn't get until about 2 o'clock in the morning. I was totally lost.
Oh wow!
Totally, yeah. I don't know where I was, but yeah, that was scary now.
And the fact that you're in a different country, you know.
Yeah.
Different.
I hadn't a clue where I was. I was in fields. That's all I know. I took a bad wrong turn somewhere and kept going and didn't. Don't know where. I could have been in Germany at this stage.
No one around.
Because I just kept going. I just kept going. Oh, I found the end. I found the end at the end. Oh my God. Oh. Sweet Jesus Christ. Yeah. So that's
good job you had your phone on you as well, because I don't know what you do.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, that was scary. But then, like all races are tough. They're tough at some stage, but look, you get through them. I had some good races, some really bad races, but I loved every single one. And when I look at all my medals, I remember something from everything off one of them. Yeah. I can pick any medal and I'll say I remember, like, somebody did that, or we did this, or we had sandwiches, or we tea, or I remember. Yeah, all good memories. Yeah.
And is there one that stands out for you then, Brenda, go the other way? Is there one where you think, you know, if I forced you to choose, what one would you go back to, or do you think is just...
Well, even there, Longford now, that'd be... When I started running, my first half marathon was in Longford. I signed up, and my friend said sign up for the full marathon, and I was there, geez, I don't think I'd be able for a full marathon. And then I signed up for the half, and I was sorry I didn't do the full. So then I used to go back to Longford every year. And that'd be special. That'd be a special place. Like any of the races in Ireland, Port Tumnah, like House up in Donegal, you know, down in Clonakilty. Like there's loads in Ireland. I suppose because all my friends and family are there, you know. And it's like when you come home, it's lovely coming home. It's emotional coming home, and especially being sick now. But yeah. Any of the home marathons, any in Ireland, yeah, they're all like Limerick, Belfast, Galway, all great memories.
Yeah, from it as well.
Staying in hotels, the crack on the train, like on the buses, and you know, the carry on, and yeah, just good memories. Yeah.
Would you have a group with you then? Because I know you'd have your group at home and stuff in Ireland.
Yeah.
And would you have a group then in the UK that you'd know and you'd do marathons with as well and stuff?
Yeah, like well, I'm a member of the 100 Marathon Club. So like today, there was probably about 20 of them at the race. There was 2 girls, Katie and Catherine. So I walk with them all the time. The 2 of us walk together, or the 3 of us walk together. But I didn't join an actual running club. I'm just in the 100 Marathon Club. But yeah. Like, I see them every weekend.
Yeah.
You know, the club. Yeah, every weekend I'd see them. But, yeah, so then in Ireland, I was a member of the 100 Marathon Club in Ireland when I was there. So But it's always nice to go home. Like, I haven't done a marathon in home in 10 years. No, well, I did Dublin. I did Dublin 2017. So I've only done one marathon in Ireland in 10 years. So imagine now going back and doing my 600. I think, like, and all the memories of all the years that I did. I think I've done about 5 or 6 Longford marathons. So it'd be pretty special now to go back on those roads again, the back roads, and walk them. So hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a special day. It's going to be really, really special for you.
You know, and I get my family to make come down and do a 10k or a half marathon, or, you know, because they're behind me so much, even though they hate me doing it. But
yeah.
Yeah. I say I'm coming home, going to Longford, I'm going for a walk, and they'll go, Mother of God.
Yeah. Oh. I'd say in the build up to it, they're on to you, and then when it comes to the day, they're like, we're so proud of you, this is great, and I'm delighted. You know?
It's so emotional, honestly, it's so emotional. So it is. Like all marathons, when I finish it, like it is. It's like, Jesus Christ, 8 hours. And people say, Brenda, like 8 hours. It goes fast, believe it or not. It does go fast. I enjoy it. I'd keep going. I'd go for a walk now, but Sean won't. He definitely won't.
I'm going to have to take your word with it that 8 hours is short as well, because I just can't comprehend that, to be honest with you.
When my sister comes here, my family, and I come home from work, and I usually go to bed, like I have to go to sleep for about 3 or 4 hours and take my medication and that. And Sean says, wait, listen to Brenda when she comes in. She's going to say, oh, we'll go for a walk, will we, before I go to bed? Because I'm just afraid. I think I'm afraid I might never get to walk again. So I just when I get a chance, I'm gone. Yeah. I'm gone for my walk, 100%.
Chance to be active. I can see Sean actually maybe rushing into the next room. She's definitely going to say something about a walk, you know.
No. Oh, bless her. Especially with the 2 fractures in my back. Like, I don't know how I'm still walking, but I am.
Yeah.
They're not healing. But then, sure, how would they heal?
Yeah. No, don't let them think about it. Just keep going.
No, sure, they're grand. Sure, they're all right. They're still there anyway.
You know.
They're still there. They'll fix back together.
Yeah, I know it'll work itself out. The body has mysterious ways of working. They'll get
100%.
Right.
100%. Strong body, strong mind. Yeah.
Absolutely. Brenda, thanks very much for coming on to the podcast.
You're so welcome.
You're an absolute inspiration to everybody.
No, that means a lot, and that'll carry me on.
Yeah, I'm delighted to hear your story, and I'm looking so forward to being able to everybody else now to listen to this great story. Keep going, and I can't wait to hear about Longford and see you get over the line. It's going to be great.
I'm going to let you know, please God, and that it is Longford. I'm just praying that nothing happens.
Well, 600 is coming, that's the main thing.
If you see a woman on the road down in Longford, you know it's me. Toot the horn.
Walking past the finish line, not even stopping. Keep going.
Keep going. Forrest Gump, keep going. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's good. But I really appreciate it, and it was lovely chatting with you. Absolutely lovely chatting with you, Brenda, and a great story. And look, the 600, as we said, you're getting there, and there's no turning back. That's it. No. Keep your head up and keep going. Thanks for listening to the Emerald Athlete podcast. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a review, and don't forget to check out our Instagram page, the Emerald Athlete Podcast.